Hey guys, Ben here and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about Superman Lois Season 4. We got some brand new teasers for 2 returning characters. We got photos of them on the set, so it's officially confirmed. So if you do go on to enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like and a comment and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future DCTV videos later this year. Okay, so I actually recorded this video yesterday, but my laptop died on me, like it's completely dead, so I'm in the process of trying to fix that. So I apologize if I miss any days in the next couple of days while I try and fix it. I'm using someone else's laptop at the moment, but my microphone is working, so I'm going to keep going with this. I'm going to re-record this right now, and so hopefully you guys enjoy the video. It's actually a good one because we do have 2 confirmed returning cast members that we're going to be talking about. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this. So the first returning cast member was confirmed a couple of days ago on February 3rd by Taylor Buck. Now Taylor Buck plays Natalie in the show. You guys know Natalie. Obviously she is one of the most important characters that we were expecting to return. And on her photo you can see it says day 1, and so this was taken on the 3rd of February, and so it's been a few days since then, so you can presume they've done, you know, 1 day of filming. Now it's the 4th going into the 5th, so maximum 2 days of filming, and I believe she is in episode 3, so I'm not 100% on that. You guys shouldn't quote me on that because I don't know for certain if they're, you know, at the end of episode 2, maybe she's making an appearance at the end of episode 2 going into episode 3, but she is back, she is on set. That's been a question mark. When would she return? But also another question mark because she is back and she's in Vancouver. Is Will Parks going to be back in this episode? Because she obviously is such an important part of John Henry's life, so you know, if you have one of them, surely you have to have the other. So that just makes complete sense, and I think it would be absolutely nonsensical if he wasn't in this episode. So I'm just going to presume and state he's probably in this episode, so just be on the lookout. I'm sure there's going to be, you know, a couple of leaks here and there over the next couple of days. But yeah, we don't have any other filming from outside, so this is just, you know, inside BTS that we've got over the last couple of weeks. So we're living off that for now, but we do have something else that is pretty damn big, and this is the confirmation from Dylan Walsh's wife that Dylan Walsh is going to be returning as Sam Lane, aka General Lane, in Superman Lois Season 4. Now she actually released like this weird statement. I'm going to read it out. I believe it was on Instagram or something, but basically it gives us an insight into what happened with that whole saga, with him choosing to come back or not choosing to come back, and them calling it like humiliating that this happened. But let's go into this. So I am very invested in my husband's career. I am his biggest cheerleader. In the last 14 years I have seen the ups and downs of being a successful actor, the highs and lows, the good times and the bad times. I've seen how the business has shifted in many ways. This is her perspective, obviously, on her husband's career, because I don't believe she's an actor herself. So when the CW was bought out by a media group, that being Nexstar, and shifted their priorities with Superman Lois, everyone got very concerned, just like us, the fans. We were extremely concerned when Nexstar took over and we saw them cancelling our DC shows and Superman Lois was still going. We weren't sure, okay, is it going to get another season or not? Well, we got season 4, but that's the last season. So Superman Lois was a success because of the production company invested in it, that being Warner Brothers and Berlanti Productions, who is obviously still producing it. And so when the new owners wanted to downsize and budget, it became less than what it was, and then got their final papers of one last season. So it got confirmed to have one last season, despite it being less than what it was according to Dylan's wife. And so Dylan got demoted along with the other cast members, and I was adamant he didn't return, even if that means us leaving Vancouver. The writer's strike reaffirmed we needed to leave. Dylan and his team were also not wanting him to return, as it was humiliating for an actor of his caliber. Now this is where I find it a bit strange, her commenting like this. Like, I don't think it's humiliating. Like, is it humiliating for all the other actors? Like, it's pretty clear to see what Nexstar is doing. They're just cutting the budget of the show, and the simple fact is there is a lot of series regulars that have been part of the show, especially in the last season. So it just makes a lot of sense, even though it's terrible. Like, I don't want that as a fan. I want Dylan to be a series regular, but if it's humiliating for him, surely it's humiliating for everyone else. And I don't think she probably is claiming that Dylan's like a better actor or a more valuable actor, but yeah, they all got demoted, but that's just how it was. And she says she was adamant he didn't return, which I just think's a little bit weird. Like, I don't know if she's involved in, you know, him picking projects, and you know, I don't think she is his agent or anything like that, so fair enough, that's just her opinion. But anyway, so cut to, he got a call from the showrunners. They really wanted him to return for the final season, and they said they would do justice to his character. It would only be 2 out of the 10, but it was a proposition he could not turn down. So there you go, the showrunners called him and they said, we need you back, we got to finish this character and we got to do it right, and we are going to do it right, which they believe, and obviously I believe that too. But also they confirm it's 2 episodes out of the 10, that is what he was proposed to return as, and he's going to do 2 episodes out of the 10, so you can presume that all those other returning characters who are now guest stars are only going to be in 2 episodes out of the 10, but obviously spread out throughout the entire 10 episodes, so that kind of gives us a little bit of a better insight into what's going on. And so he left today, this post was a couple of days back, for his last episode of Superman Lois. He is in love with the script, the storyline is all him, and it's a doozy. I just got a message from a friend that works on the show, and they said everyone is so emotionally touched by the script, obviously because I guess in this episode they're going to write him out of the show. That's something that I actually haven't thought about. Like, once their episodes are done, those characters are done for good, and those characters could be wrapped up early on. It's not that maybe Dylan's going to appear in episode 2, then he'll appear in episode 8, and then that's him done. Like, he could be in episode 2 and episode 3, and that's him completely done for the entire show. And obviously that's a lot to take in, because there is still quite a few more episodes after that. So I don't know, it just seems to be like maybe he's already recorded his final 2 episodes, because she says he left today for his last episode of Superman Lois. It's not his penultimate episode, it's his last. So maybe we could be done with General Lane by episode 3, and that's what you're seeing with some of the photos we're going to talk about. So anyway, that is her statement that she put out there to do with him returning to the show. Obviously that's fair enough, that's her choice and that's his choice for it being out there. But we got a photo again from Dylan's wife, and we get our first look at Dylan Walsh returning as General Lane. He's alive, he's well, he is in a room with Jordan Kent. Obviously Alex Garfin is playing Jordan. I guess they're just chilling between takes. This is not in the scene, this is just them, you know, playing around with the instruments that are surrounding. But yeah, Bitsy is also in the scene, because you can see her chair on the right, but she is, you know, somewhere else. So I guess this is just inside the Kent family farm. It doesn't look like any particular room. Well, clearly it's a bedroom, but it still looks a bit tatty on the wall. I guess it's just Jordan's room, and maybe this is one of the final scenes, I guess, because everything looks quite sentimental in my opinion. So yeah, there you have it. That is your first look at General Lane with Jordan Kent on the final season of Superman Lois, and what could be one of his final scenes in the entire show. So yeah, that's kind of mad to think about. But we got another photo. This is of Taylor Buck once again on the set, and I don't know, you know, what specific location this is, but maybe in the episode they go out somewhere and they're filming in an outdoor location somewhere in the Smallville streets. I can't specifically, you know, pick up anything in terms of like where exactly she is. But let's move on to the final topic, and this is to do with Jordan, and he is in his Superboy costume here. Obviously this is still the kind of prototype suit, I guess you could call it. I still wonder when we are going to be getting Superboy's actual costume. I'm definitely thinking they're going to give him the costume at one point this season, but I don't know at what point. Like, is it going to be later down the line, like episode 8, episode 9, kind of closer to the end of the show, and it's just going to be like a big deal towards the end of season 4? Or could they do it fairly early on, like I'm talking episode 5, rather than waiting so long. So what do you guys think of that? Let me know down in the comments below. But obviously this is him with his stunt double wearing the same exact costume. We got a couple of other photos with him and Bitsy in his room, obviously the set for his room. And you know, this is just cool. I like how active Alex has been online. It's giving us a good insight into the behind the scenes, because you know, it's always good to kind of figure out what's going on. We're kind of piecing the puzzle together in terms of episodes. But we also have this photo of Alex with Michael Bishop. Obviously Michael plays Jonathan in the show, and this is just during the same scene. He's just flipped the camera around and taken some funny photos with, you know, the cast members surrounding him. But that pretty much does it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and a comment. It would really help this video out. Also subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. But for now, you can click on the top right corner of the screen to watch my latest video, and I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.